It's actually shocking to listen to. It's shocking to read. When I was researching this, I didn't think that the founders of critical theory and critical legal studies and critical race theory, I didn't think they'd be so blunt and so honest. I thought I'd have to draw conclusions, that I'd have to look for these clues. I didn't. In everything that they've said, everything that they've written, every recording I listened to, they admit it. Critical race theory is a theory, but it's really a tool. It's a tool to enact a strategy to impose Marxism in our country. And this is how they do it. They first define every single person as either an oppressor or someone who has been oppressed. Hello, victim culture. Okay, and this is often based on immutable characteristics. In the case of critical race theory, obviously it's race. They then want to re-educate people to understand this dynamic of everyone being either oppressed or an oppressor in everything. And we see this in public schools, right? We see these land acknowledgements, these apologies, this white guilt, this white privilege. They're re-educating people to understand their invented dynamic of everyone being either oppressed or an oppressor based on an immutable characteristic, in this case, race. They're destroying objective reality by doing this. They don't believe in objective truth, and they're trying to reduce everything that we see in the world around us to just being a competing political narrative and lived experiences or lived reality. That completely destroys objective truth. They have to do that in order to tear down cultural institutions that they believe are adhered to by these oppressed racial minorities, because they need these oppressed racial minorities to spark a revolution that Karl Marx's workers did not. Okay? Isn't this crazy? So if the premises of critical race theory are true, if we view everything through this prism of oppressed and oppressor, if everybody's a victim of some hierarchy, then yeah, the only recourse is to destroy it all. And that's what we're seeing from groups like Black Lives Matter. They want to defund the police, abolish our borders, abolish prisons, abolish the Senate, abolish the Electoral College, abolish ICE, abolish voter ID, abolish the family, abolish capitalism, abolish private schools and charter schools, abolish religious freedom, abolish free speech, abolish rights, abolish objective truth, abolish reality. We're seeing it play out before our very eyes, this strategy that was created 100 years ago, almost. And they want to replace it with Marxism, just like they plotted in the Frankfurt School and via critical theory. So when you hear someone like Marc Lamont Hill asking Chris Rufo, what do you like about being white? You have to ask yourself, how is Marc Lamont Hill practicing critical race theory here? Okay, so when we look at this, when we listen to this, when we hear this question, what do you like about being white? He is defending critical race theory. He's acting like a Marxist because he's labeling everybody as either oppressed or oppressor, viewing everything through the prism of race. And he should be called out for that. Because what he's doing is he is taking part, active part, in what these original Marxists viewed as a Marxist revolution in our country. And I'd love to know if he's doing that intentionally or if he's acting as a tool of this radical leftist by accident. I'd love to hear an answer to that, truly. Marc Lamont Hill, do you know what you're doing, or are you doing this ignorantly? Are you actively trying to take part in this Marxist revolution, or have you been duped by it? I'm open to any type of debate, any type of discussion. Please, if you would answer my question, I would love to know.
Hi. Before you go, let me talk to you about something. As you know, I've been censored on Facebook and YouTube, so I partnered with locals to create a censorship-free community. I also just launched my show, and I have a lot of exciting new things coming up that I want to make sure I can share with you and get your input on. I'm going to be sharing behind-the-scenes looks of my set and my show prep, and I get a lot of questions about my hair and makeup routines, my research process, and so much more. So I'll give you sneak peeks of all of that. I'll also be doing exclusive segments of my show just for Locals VIPs. All of my interviews will be shared on Locals for VIPs to watch as well. I'll be taking questions directly from VIPs for the video mailbag in my show, and you'll get the episodes free from ads. Who doesn't love that? Not to mention, I'll keep doing everything that you've already come to love. Ask me questions for live Q&As. Let's talk about your favorite books, what yummy vegan food I'm eating for lunch, and what ridiculous headlines I'm reading today. You can do all of that and more, but only if you are a Liz Wheeler Show VIP on Locals. The monthly subscription is $9 a month, but if you really want a good deal, we have an annual subscription for just $72. That's 4 months free. 4 months. So join me on Locals as a VIP. I'll see you over there.